presidents in the form of money. Now he is seeking political representation. His idea of the $5,000 bill is a superlative form of flattery aimed at Barack Obama, yet it also speaks volumes on the present state of certain rappers who have the financial means to rap about $1,000 bills with no sense of exaggeration. The surge of optimism is readily present in this song because the main premise of it continues to name Obama as the president, yet this album was released 2 months prior to election night, not to mention it was probably recorded months before. Returning to rapper Nas, who has a history of controversy surrounding his music, we find that in addition to his verse on Jeezy's song, he created 2 songs about Barack Obama. According to an article by MTV News, Nas recorded Election Night in Norway in the wee hours of November 4th with DJ Green Lantern while on tour. Despite not being in the country, both Nas and DJ Green Lantern casted absentee ballots, and it was Nas's first time voting along with rappers Young Jeezy, Busta Rhymes, and Soulja Boy Tell 'Em. How can I front? Barack been campaigning like 21 months. The whole country needs answers while he has to deal with grandma dying from cancer. He ain't even got time to weep, and we standing online when we normally don't. People claim black people too lazy to vote. The other song appears on his untitled album that was released July 15th, 2008, called Black President, with a hook that samples a line from Tupac's song, Change. Although it seems heaven sent, we ain't ready to have a black president. Nas finishes the hook with Obama's campaign slogan, Yes We Can. The phrase, yes we can, is entirely optimistic, bringing possibility to impossibility while it immediately responds to a white privileged patriarchal order of many no you can'ts, and was widely chosen as the campaign slogan. At the end of Nas's first verse, he encourages community support and shows disdain for negative criticism. Never defeated, so a president's needed. You know these colored folks and Negroes hate to see one of their own succeeding. America surprise us and let a black man guide us. In his second verse, Nas is revealing universal fears about the possibility of assassination, which has been so common in black history considering Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X. In his next verse, he prepares himself for retaliation if the situation were to arise, but he continues with positivity with what he believes Obama offers America. KKK is like, what the fuck, loading their guns up, loading up mine too, ready to ride cause I'm riding with my crew, he dies, we die too. But on a positive side, I think Obama provides hope and challenges minds of all races and colors to erase the hate and try and love one another, so many political snakes. Common is yet another so-called conscious MC who critically engages in his lyrics in order to educate and inspire his listeners. As early as 2004, when Barack Obama, an Illinois senator, had probably not even begun to fathom the idea of the presidency, Common appears on a remixed version of Jadakiss's Why, saying, why Bush acting like he trying to get Osama? Why don't we impeach him and elect Obama? Common's song, The People, shows how he is motivated to make music because of his desire to uplift his community. This song is another early tribute to Obama and the confidence Common is exhibiting by continuing the same metaphor found in Jeezy's song, comparing Obama to a king who knights his people. Standing in front of the judge with no honor, Barack stick knight the people like Obama. Common, a native of Chicago, was most likely engaged in the political conversation surrounding Obama and his efforts to reconstruct the broken Chicago community. In an interview with CNN on December 9, 2008, Common said, I think hip-hop artists will have no choice but to talk about different things and more positive things and try to bring a brighter side to that, because even before Barack, I think people have been tired of hearing the same thing. He noticed the shift of optimism that was beginning slightly before Barack Obama and the influence of hip-hop artists to spread that optimism to others. Rappers Jay-Z and Lil Wayne take on different roles of optimism within the hip-hop community, more so because neither of them explicitly wrote a song about Barack Obama, but still avidly campaigned for him to be elected. Both rappers have commented on relatively recent social injustices, with songs like Minority Report and Tie My Hands, respectively, which scrutinized President Bush's response to Hurricane Katrina. The two artists, though, seem to share the spotlight reflected upon them from Barack Obama himself, who admitted he listened to Jay-Z and told children to stay in school unless they were the next Lil Wayne. Obama name-dropping rappers heightens the sense of optimism, specifically because they represent the voice of the people, and if he is listening to them, he is hearing the people. The disconnect between the black community and politicians were a major issue, but unfortunately, as the generational divide increased, the disconnect between the older generation and the younger hip-hop generation worsened. In his book, Know What I Mean, Michael Eric Dyson explores the reasons for the condemnation and commendation of hip-hop music and culture. He is resilient in his critique of both older class blacks and the young hip-hop class. He says, I think there's a challenge that black leaders and other critics of rap music must take up to resist the virus of misogyny, sexism, patriarchy, and femophobia in the mainstream black institutions, as well as in hip-hop. The social optimism exhibited by the aforementioned hip-hop artists encapsulates the positive momentum of black communities nationwide and even African communities internationally. It is partly due to these premier rappers' musical campaigns that Barack Obama was able to transcend into the hip-hop community. There are so many questions that follow that I may or may not be able to answer. Was Obama's blackness the sole reason for many individuals voting who never voted before? Will these same individuals continue to be involved in the political process after President Obama is out of office? Inspired by change, will hip-hop artists begin to alter their own violent and negative discourse? And will the social optimism continue to pervade America's glooming circumstances and create hope, or will it dissipate if the president is unable to provide any relief? Has it dissipated already, or does hope still prevail?